Sarah stepped into her new apartment in Savannah, Georgia, the faint scent of lavender from the previous tenant still lingering in the air. Boxes crowded the small living room, but her attention was drawn to a peculiar one wrapped in floral paper. It was the only bequest from her estranged grandmother, a woman she barely remembered. As she tore off the wrapping, a porcelain doll emerged, its eyes seemingly alive with an unsettling glint.
Why would Grandma leave me this?
She wondered aloud, feeling a chill despite the warm evening. Sarah lay in bed that night, the doll perched on a shelf across the room. She drifted into a restless sleep, only to be awakened by a soft whisper. Her heart pounded as she strained to listen, but the voice faded into the night.
It must be the wind,
she reassured herself, though her instincts told her otherwise. The apartment felt colder, and she pulled the covers tighter, casting a wary glance at the doll. The following evening, as Sarah unpacked, the lights began to flicker. She paused, watching the shadows on the walls leap and shrink. The doll's glassy eyes seemed to follow her every move.
This is ridiculous,
she muttered, but her fingers trembled as she reached for the light switch. Just as suddenly as it began, the flickering ceased, leaving her in unnerving silence. Preparing dinner, Sarah heard a thud from the living room. She froze, knife in hand, before cautiously approaching the sound. The doll had fallen to the floor, or so she hoped. Its position had changed. It now faced the entrance as if waiting for her.
I must have knocked it,
she reasoned, though doubt gnawed at her mind. Haunted by the doll's presence, Sarah delved into her grandmother's past. Old journals revealed dark secrets, rituals, obsessions with the occult, and a mention of binding spirits to inanimate objects. Thunder rumbled outside as she realized the doll was more than a mere toy. Summoning her courage, she decided it was time to confront the sinister truth.
I have to end this,
she whispered to herself. With the storm raging outside, Sarah gathered salt and candles, creating a protective circle around the doll. Her voice trembled as she recited an incantation she found in her grandmother's notes. The air grew heavy, and the doll's eyes seemed to glow with an unnatural light. Just as she felt overwhelmed by fear, the room lightened, and the oppressive energy dissipated. The doll lay lifeless on the floor, its power finally vanquished.
It's over,
she breathed, relief washing over her as the first rays of dawn broke through the clouds.